Oh, hey, you're watching the Fantasy Football Show. My name's Smitty, and this is live. And we're going to do a 3-minute countdown in a second to the show beginning. But we're going to talk about these three monsters on screen right here. These three monsters, Travis Etienne, Kenneth Walker, and Joseph Mixon, scored a combined 9 TDs in week number 9. We're breaking down all of that, answering some phone calls, answering your super chats. Manny's first in the building. Manny, appreciate you being here. We're doing all that and more. The Fantasy Football Show, it begins now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios, it's the Fantasy Football Show. Live!
You are about to enter the Fantasy Football Show. Please stand by like a boss. Estás entrado al fantasía fútbol novelas. Espera con el patrón. Smitty is live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. You are about to enter the Fantasy Football Show. Please stand by like a boss. Estás entrado al fantasía fútbol novelas. Espera con el patrón. You are about to enter the Fantasy Football Show. Please stand by like a boss. Estás entrado al fantasía fútbol novelas. Espera con el patrón. You are about to enter the Fantasy Football Show. Please stand by like a boss. Estás
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios, it's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Take a lap.
Attention. Joe Mixon is back. He is him. Etienne is him. Kenneth Walker is him. These individuals absolutely dropped massive wattage and loads on the field today.
Got him.
What a day. What a day. What a bunch of good fantasy football scoring and fantasy football production. Joseph Mixon. Let's give it up for Joseph Mixon. A guy that a lot of us, including myself, were wondering if he'd ever return to form. Now, maybe he doesn't do this every week. We might have to prepare for that. But Joseph Mixon deserves our praise.
Mashed potatoes!
I mean, what an outing this man. 153 on the ground, 4 tutties on the ground, 4 catches, 58 yards, 1 TD. This was quite a day out of Joseph Mixon returns to the moon, I might add. And then we've got our boys right here doing the usual. I just noticed they rushed for the exact same yardage, 109. What are the odds? 109 and 2 tutties for both of these young men. Did I have that right? Did I write it down wrong? 109, 109. These dudes ran for 109 each. They called each other. They said, yo, what's up? He said, what's up? 109 and 2? 109 and 2 it is. These two guys are phenomenal. Oh, Mr. I don't catch football is 3 catches. It would have been 4 for about maybe almost 40 yards. 4 catches for 40 yards. They called one of those catches back on I believe a holding call. This man was active in the pass catching game. Not at the end of the game. That's going to come, but he is a phenomenal pass catching running back on the rise. Just wait. He's barely getting unlocked. He's barely getting unlocked. I can't wait. These two men are absolute monsters. 1.1 in Dynasty Fantasy Football. Can I get a hand raise? Are we talking 1.1 Dynasty Fantasy Football? I mean, we would love to have said it was Breece Hall and Kenneth Walker, 1.1 and 1.2. Maybe Breece Hall gets back into the conversation. Maybe. We'll see. We wish Breece Hall well. Breece Hall.
Let's go, mashed potatoes!
I mean, Breece Hall deserves a standing ovation. He deserves a standing ovation. And the bottom line is this. This guy, Etienne, I don't know if he's number 5 overall, number 7 overall, number 10 overall, number 4 overall. I don't know if he's running back 3, running back 5, running back 7. I need to digest it. I've loved him all year long. I can't see straight. I've got Etienne goggles on. I got Kenneth Walker goggles on. I can't see straight. I need you to tell me if I'm off base on my Kenneth Walker and Etienne rankings. Can I get a ranking in Dynasty? Let's talk Dynasty for a second. Dynasty deserves our ear and our attention, okay? What are we doing? What are we ranking? I want you to put the name Walker, 1 point whatever in Dynasty overall, not running back, overall. Etienne, 1 point what overall. I want the name in the draft slot overall in Dynasty going forward. I want to get a temperature of my own room here because I'm blind to this. I'm blind to this. Let's see here. Bro, I got Kenneth Walker and Etienne. Wow. Mercy, you had a day. The only reason you didn't have a day is if you went up against Joe Mixon, who compiled 5 TDs on his own. He had 1 more TD than these two gentlemen combined, and these two gentlemen went absolute bonkers. So anybody that faced Joe Mixon, you're probably not in the fantasy football mindset right now. You're probably pretty upset because you blew up. Okay, so first vote comes in, both top 10. Skywalker 1.1. Okay, we got that. Walker 1.1, Etienne 1.4. Wow, that's high. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just wanting to know what you guys think because I don't know what to think. I'm blind. I think they're both 1.1 tied. Like, I'm completely biased. I don't think you want to know where I rank these guys. Honestly, you might just leave. Patterson back. Patterson. Wow. Wow. Patterson's back. Joe Mixon. Joseph Mixon, you little devil, you little rascal. We thought maybe you were left for dead. Joe Mixon coming back on a tear. Anybody that was able to buy. And I had a couple negative Noahs in my comments on YouTube and IG saying, Smitty, you tried to trade Joe Mixon. Look, Joe Mixon was a mixed bag. He was a buy and a sell. He fell into both buckets. It was panic time, but also go acquire Joe Mixon. If you need to make a move, you trade Nick Chubb for Mixon and a wide receiver. We talked about that all the time. So get out of here with your trying to pick apart what didn't go right. Look, I'm a human being. I'm going to miss stuff. I didn't think Joe Mixon was going to have 5 TDs. I'll take a lap. I mean, yeah, I can't see it all. Well, what I can see, what I do have, are a particular set of skills. Do you guys remember this little number? Do you remember this little number?
But what I do have are a very particular set of skills I've acquired over a long career, skills that make me a nightmare for your league mates. Etienne is coming for you.
That little number, we recorded that. I think that was in I don't know what week that was. But people were coming at us saying, Etienne's not it. Etienne's not it, Smitty. He's too small. James Robinson season. And so we warned everybody. Warning shot.
But what I do have are a very particular set of skills I've acquired over a long career, skills that make me a nightmare for your league mates. Etienne is coming for you.
And coming for them, he did.
Mashed potatoes!
Etienne dropping loads all over the field. Absolutely. Mr. T says, bro, quit with the voice, Mr. T says.
But what I do have are a very particular set of skills I've acquired over a long career, skills that make me a nightmare for your league mates. Etienne is coming for you.
Round of applause for the voice.
No, Mr. Potatoes!
We're doing it. We're doing it live, Mr. T, over and over again. Get out of here, Mr. T. Mr. T's scared of the voice. He's a little petrified of the voice. Look, this was a great day. This is a great fantasy football day. I can only dream the day we maybe do a 24-hour live stream this year, and I think I might do it. I'm trying to figure out the best time to do it. It'll be during games. It'll be during games. It'll be while I'm watching games, streaming the games, or streaming myself watching the games. And I could only dream that this is the kind of day we see while I'm doing that. 2 tutties for Walker, 2 tutties for Etienne, 5 tutties for Joe Mixon. What a day for Joseph. I mean, what a day. What a day. What a day. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. TD.
But what I do have are a very particular set of skills I've acquired over a long career, skills that make me a nightmare for your league mates. Etienne is coming for you.
He's coming for you, bro. He's coming for you. To the moon.
To the moon.
I mean, we got Moon Men just straight all over the screen. Let's take a little peek at the Moon Men list, see how it looks, because every week it looks a little different, right?
The Moon Men, dropping loads in outer space.
Yes, sir.
Space Monsters.
Space Monsters, indeed. I will say this. I will say that St. Brown's been disappointing me. I'm still buying low. I know not everybody's going to want to buy low. I get it. I understand it. Slayer with a $20 wad right on screen. Interruption time.
Mashed potatoes!
Slayer, my guy, he's slaying the super chats right in front of us. $20 hauler. Slayer, appreciate you, my guy. You are the man, the myth, the legend. Let's get a couple of these supers out of the way, and then maybe we just open up the phone lines, see who's jolly out there today with their massive scoring all over the field with their Etienne and Walker shares, and maybe some of you had Mixon as well. And I'm proud of you if you did. Justin Herbert, bench time. Tyreek, best in the game. Tyreek's phenomenal. Tyreek.
To the moon.
Herbert. I'm going to have to say Herbert for right now.
You've just been Smitty disapproved.
Adjust and adapt season, guys. We can't win them all. Justin Herbert's not looking good. Fields is a must start. Go forward. Yes, I saw that question. Fields or Herbert? Fields must start. Go forward. Fields.
Mashed potatoes!
I mean, look, there's a couple questions. I admit a couple questions were like, hey, do I start Fields? Do I start Justin Herbert? Fields, Herbert? I said Herbert. That's me. That's on me. I got a QB issue, Fields or Herbert rest of... This was it. I didn't even see it. $10 hauler, first of all.
To the moon.
All $10 haulers get a moon shot, so thank you. This is the question. I wasn't even reading it right in front of my face. I got QB issues, Fields or Herbert. It's Fields all the way. This was the question. That's hilarious. I don't even know what's right under my nose or right above my nose. Skywalker, let's go.
To the moon.
Skywalker. We need a Skywalker. I don't know why I have delayed on the Skywalker button. Part of me didn't want to tout him up too much because it's get Brees gets hurt. You know, I don't think I have anything to do with those injuries. I don't think I jinx anything. If I jinxed it, I'd be living in a simulation. So that means none of you are real. This show is in my head. I'm in a padded room or I'm hooked up to some computer. If what I say actually affects Brees Hall getting injured, then I live in a simulation and none of you are real. And that's real sad because we just crossed 16,703 subscribers.
Mashed potatoes!
Now, that might be why we did that, because this is a simulation, and anything's possible in a simulation. If it's not a simulation, I work for you, and I'm very grateful for crossing that mark. Let's see if this is a simulation. Let's see. A simulation. If this was a simulation, then I'm going to get a $20 super chat in the next 2 minutes. Start, sit, Isaiah Likely or Taysom Hill. Give me the likely candidate named Isaiah Likely. More likely to drop loads tonight, probably. I love both of them. If I get a $20, we are in a simulation. If I get it, because someone's pressing a button and they're just sending a $20 hauler, we're in a simulation. So if we're in a simulation, you know what? So be it. Because then we can be happy. We can root for things that probably aren't possible. So likely season in effect. Let's go. Angel with a $5 hauler. Smitty to the moon. Appreciate you.
To the moon.
Angel for your super chat. Kevin with the super chat. Kevin says trade Dak and Fournette for Mixon to the Russell Wilson. Dak. We are in a simulation. $20 hauler again. He just did that. That's a glitch. He didn't mean to do it twice. We're in a simulation.
Mashed potatoes!
Thank you, Slayer. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, buddy. Boy. Trade Dak and Fournette for Mixon if you like winning. Apparently, Mixon likes winning. So should you. And I'll take Mixon all day long.
You've just been Smitty approved.
I think everybody in here is willing to grab Mixon. 2 weeks ago, I got Etienne and Kenneth Walker already. You're on your way, Kevin. Mixon season is upon us. Sold Mixon for Amon-Ra weeks ago. You're crying. Bro, sack attack, that wasn't something you could see. He couldn't have seen him bouncing back. There are people that had Mixon for a lot of mediocre quarterback plays this week. Mixon or Jamal, Mixon or Swift. You can't blame yourself for not seeing a 5 TD game coming. He's been a little quiet this year, but he bounced back. Adjust and adapt. You know, he's the guy. He is him. Mixon is him. At least right now he is. Trade Swift plus Myers for Walker. 3 yesterday. Traded Swift plus Myers for Walker. That's fantastic.
Got him.
King 25, code 428. Dispatch Vito Popo. Popo's been dispatched. King 25 out.
Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable job on that trade. That's phenomenal. Slayer dropping the wad. Slayer, thank you for the double super chat. Slayer
To the moon.
We live in a simulation, but I don't care. I don't really care. Down by 1.38 points. He has IDP Warner. Okay. Left, and I have Kelsey. Real quick. Bro. Yeah. Let's go. Take. I mean, let's not count our chickens before they hatch, but what do we do with St. Brown? You hold them, because who's gonna overpay? I don't want you doing something crazy, bro. Did Slayer just drop? Is this another one? Slayer, yeah. So there. Thank you, Slayer. Appreciate you. So Slayer dropped. Damn, Slayer dropped 1, 2. This is another one. This is an additional one. This is additional. We have to be in a simulation.
Mashed potatoes!
That's 3 in a row. This is a glitch. Slayer's slaying the super chats tonight. Slayer, appreciate you. I thought maybe that was the second one, but that was the third one. Slayer's unbelievable. Okay, so super chats. We got one more, another one from Slayer. Slayer is going crazy. Third time is a charm. Thank you, Slayer, for your 4 super chats, or your 4 or 5 super chats tonight. Slayer to the moon. Slayer, we gotta have like a king of the day or something, where I can put the person right in there and say you're the follower of the day, or the subscriber of the live stream. Let me write that down. Make sure I got it. Subscriber of the day, because you know what, Slayer would be sitting right in the prime spot. For right now, all I have are moonshots, take a lap. Let's see what else I can Smitty approve you. I can send you to Uranus. For now, that's the best button I have. Slayer, would you like to go to Uranus? I can send you there right now, my good man. Slayer dropping. Did Slayer just drop a 4th one? I think Slayer just dropped it. This is.
Mashed potatoes!
Slayer. Yeah, buddy. Unbelievable, bro. All right. So Slayer dropping a 4th one. Appreciate that, my guy. Let's go. All right, so let's get to the phone calls. Let's open up the phone lines. I'm going to go to the voice messages. Voicemail group number 1. Bender,
going forward, Justin Herbert, Justin Fields as my lead dog as quarterback, or package for Mahomes? Help out. Bender.
I'm probably going with Fields for sure. Like, but do I want to try and get Mahomes somehow? Depends. I need some details, Bender. Maybe we trade Fields and somebody for Mahomes, sure. But Fields is an absolute monster right now until further notice because of his running ability. He doesn't throw for a ton of yards, but he could get you a passing touchdown, and like every other game, 60, 70 yards and a rushing touchdown. He's kind of protected in value, but would I trade him for a Mahomes if the opportunity was good and presented itself? Absolutely. I'd want to come get Mahomes. I traded Kamara for Adams this morning. Unbelievable.
You've just been Smitty approved.
Now, how does that work out for the rest of the season? We don't know. But for this week, you absolutely exploded because you got Adams returning to form. Adams was one of the best buy low players walking into this week for us. So that worked out pretty well. Anybody that acquired Adams. On the show's advice, because, you know, Adams was one of the last buy low wide receivers. He was a top 4 wide receiver trapped inside this. All right, I'm so sad he did nothing in week number 8, Smitty. Should I get rid of him? Should I not trade for Adams? Now look at you. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who am I talking to?
Alex.
Identify yourself. Alex, what can I do for you?
How's it going, Smitty?
I'm good, man. Good day.
Yeah. I'm doing pretty well. I got Etienne and Walker. Loving the output, man. A lot
of the followers in here are gonna have both of them, Etienne and Walker. I have Etienne and Walker. I have Walker and Etienne. I have Etienne and Walker. We all had Breece Hall or Javonte with that.
Breece as well.
Yeah. We all had Breece Hall and or Javonte with Kenneth Walker and Etienne. Can you imagine? It's frustrating to me. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, right? You know, we can't really dwell on it. But can you imagine? I mean, we'll never be able to tell the stories that we should be able to tell our grandkids when we say we had Kenneth Walker, Etienne, and Breece Hall all on the same roster. And some of us saying we had Javonte Williams, Etienne, Kenneth Walker, Breece Hall.
I even had Javonte, yeah.
Yes.
I was going to say I had Javonte, Breece.
You know, but
doing pretty well.
But that's going to make us relentless, okay? So what can I help you with real quick?
All right, so I'm in a little bit of a pickle right now. I'm in a 14-team league, and so I lost Javonte and Breece, and I'm about to go 3-6. But I think there's still a chance for me to make the playoffs. But the reason I lost this week is because I lost to Fields, Hopkins, and Adams. So it was pretty brutal. What would you do to make a play for a QB? Because I'm playing golf and I'm streaming and it's pretty brutal, and I don't think I have time to wait for Watson. So
what's the question?
What QB would you try to go get, and who would you pawn off? I'm struggling right now.
Yeah, I mean the QBs I would probably go after right now. It's really tough to like say that, you know. First of all, people don't trade good QBs. Like this is kind of like a trick question, because like I could give you a name, but no one's surrendering their great quarterback right now unless they have 2 quarterbacks. Right. So the only thing you can really do to like really effectively get good advice from me right now is to tell me what team out there has 2 quarterbacks. And then you go after one of them.
So we've got a team that has Allen and Tua, and that's like pretty much one of the only teams that has 2.
I would go after Josh Allen because Tua's been playing well. Josh Allen's been kind of struggling, and he may be a little vulnerable to a very solid offer. Like, you're not going to get him in a low ball, but like, what players do you have? What? Give me your team real quick.
Yeah. I've got Goff, Etienne, Walker, St. Brown, Pittman, Palmer. I've also got John Foreman, Swift, D-Rob, Mooney, Deshaun Watson, and Kyren Williams.
So, I mean, the only thing you can do, because I don't want you giving up Walker or Etienne, and St. Brown's not going to get it done. He should get it done, but he's not gonna, because he hasn't done anything.
Yeah,
and I do like him. I don't want you trading him low, But Swift, I mean, like this owner might see and hear things that kind of pique his interest. You might want to, I don't know, I guess you could offer now while the Josh Allen bad game is still like on his mind. But I mean, in his situation, he might take a gamble on Swift. And you could just send him Swift and something. I would try. Past that, I don't really know what to tell you to go get that's going to make sense because, like I said, no one's just going to give up their quarterback and go, without a quarterback. Not having a quarterback, this is why early quarterback's so important, and I'm going to hammer it home even more than normal. I challenge anybody to find an analyst out there on YouTube at least that has more go early quarterback advice than I do, and I'm going to hammer it home even more this coming season because the anxiety people have by not being able to start a good quarterback each week. Burrow, Lamar.
My first year starting without like a good quarterback, and it's my only league that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Streaming golf, and I'm a Lions fan, so I jumped on the tripod of Swift St. Brown golf, and I for some reason thought it was going to work.
Yeah, I would trade for Burrow or Lamar if they were cheap using Swift. I honestly would take either one of them for Swift in your situation. Probably. It could have backfired on you. Yeah. I mean, look, Mixon was so, non-existent for a while. Now look how good he is. So it's definitely possible Swift could take a turn and go back in the positive direction. But I feel like maybe you could get Hurts. You can maybe get Josh Allen. You can maybe get Lamar. Maybe. It just depends on their quarterback and how they feel about it. But Kyler's kind of a decent buy low.
Would you pay even more than Swift? Like, would you throw in a Pittman
as
well? Or
for Josh Allen, yeah.
Yeah. For like a Josh Allen or a Hurts.
Yeah, because Josh Allen, St. Brown, Walker, and Etienne, and that could carry you. You could be pretty good with that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. All right, man.
Awesome, man.
Appreciate you.
Thanks.
All right, I got two callers on the line here. Avi, you're first. Go ahead, Avi.
All right. I'm up 2 points, half PPR, and I got Kenyon Drake or Mikael Hardman. Same question.
Let's go to the chat.
He has Derrick Henry left too, so I think I should go Drake. He might have the most upside, but Mikael Hardman's been doing good lately. So
yeah. And to that other caller, real quick, go after Justin Herbert on the very, very cheap because he's a better gamble than not doing it. So I just want to give that advice to him. Can I get the chat to vote on Kenyon Drake or Mikael Hardman? Let's hurry up with the vote for Avi, and let's use Groupthink on this one because Avi, I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't making something up right now.
I know it's tough. It's tough.
Drake, Hardman. Let's let the chat decide because it could go either way. Drake, we got
Justin Fields. Fields is available in my league. I need to get him.
Yeah, that's a complete. You know what you do there.
Initiate full load drop.
Full load drop. Full load. Initiate.
Yeah.
Initiate full load drop.
Full load drop on that one, bro. So you got Drake. You got Drake. Tons of Drakes, bro. Overwhelming amount of Drakes. So, I'd rather go with the entire league chat than try and make a guess and just try and give you it. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes that's the better super chat help that I can give you, is go to the audience. Like, every once in a while, a crying Caleb comes in here and says, somebody paid you money and you just asked your audience. Well, of course I did. My audience is intelligent. You think I'm just not going to utilize that weapon? It's like phoning a friend on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You pull the audience if you get a chance to. So there you go, Drake. Anything else?
All right. Just hopefully I get Fields, Justin Herbert. He's stuck, and Cordell Patterson looks like an RB2 again.
Cord Daly's amazing, bro.
Yeah. He looks nuts.
He's a monster.
And,
he's so impressive.
High hopes on St. Brown. I still believe in him, and man, Etienne and Walker are killing it for you.
Yeah. it's a mixed bag every week. We're never going to have 100%, amazingness happening all over the place. But, like, for the most part, it's a real good week. Even Joe Burrow, who struggled, he still doesn't have Jamar Chase. He had 2 touchdowns, he scored really decent. Joe Burrow's still in the top 4, probably quarterbacks. At the end of this week, he's playing like a baller. And they got a bye week, and then Jamar Chase hopefully comes back. And if not, guess who's back? Joe Mixon's back.
To the moon.
That's who's back. All right, Avi, appreciate you. Later, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, next caller, you're on the line. What can I do for you?
Hey, Smitty, how's it going?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Good. First of all, I'm the one that super chatted with being up by 1.38 points. I have a question though. Can I give you my roster really quick?
Yeah, let's go. Roll.
So next week I'm going to be rolling with Kyler Murray, Austin Eckler. I have C.D. Lamb, Amase St. Brown, Travis Kelce, Kenneth Walker, and CMC. My issue is I'm not really feeling confident in St. Brown. Do I keep Joshua Palmer where I picked up this week, or what would you do with that?
If it was me, I would roll with St. Brown. The moment you sit him, he's going to go nuts. But I get it. I'm not gonna tell anybody to take a lap or judge anybody for rolling with Palmer over a guy like St. Brown, who is struggling. He's struggling, but I still really, really like St. Brown a lot.
Smitty!
And hold on one second, pal.
We're in there, Smitty!
All right, hold on one second. You're on hold the next call, okay? I really think that St. Brown is a hold. I would not bench him. I would not trade him. I think, and especially with your roster build, that's like your risk that you're taking. Your team's fire. You got to be 6. You got to have 6 or 7 wins.
Yeah.
How many wins?
I also have DJ Moore, and Alan Lazard is on the waivers. Should I pick one of them up? Should I pick up Alan Lazard and maybe play him
over St. Brown? I'm not doing that. I'm buying St. Brown from people that are thinking like you are. Like, no offense, but I love that. I love that people are because maybe he doesn't bounce back. But you know what? How many games in a row did Mixon disappoint owners? And like, look how he's like on a pedestal now. Like, one game changes it in fantasy football. This guy St. Brown goes out and has 150 and 2 touchdown game. Everyone's gonna call him the best wide receiver that ever walked the earth. Like, that's just the nature of what have you done for me lately and the psychology behind all this. So, like, I'm playing St. Brown. I don't blame anybody for doing anything different, but I'm going and attacking him via trade because guess what? In a league where maybe I need something and I need an edge, St. Brown's there, and he's a darn good bet to gamble on walking into the remaining weeks, in my opinion. He's bye week free. He's probably getting a little bit healthier each week, and as Swift gets healthier, that'll stretch the field. St. Brown won't be focused on as much, and all he needs is I think that touchdown to get back on track. Remember how many games in a row Jamar Chase struggled, and then all of a sudden he's wide receiver 4. Mixon was Mixon was running back 13 or 12. Now he's running back, I think, 2 in fantasy football. So we don't love the inconsistencies of that journey from 13 to 2. Getting shocked right into second place like someone's putting the paddles on him and reviving him back to life straight to number 2. But like St. Brown can get to that point too.
All right, and one last question.
Yeah.
I do have JT on the very end of my bench. I don't know how long he's going to be out, along with Justin Herbert.
You got
do you know anybody I can package the 2 of them for?
You got rich person problems, bro. I mean, come on. JT and St. Brown for Cup. JJ's probably not attainable. Cup's probably not attainable, but just go work your way down that list. You could say Diggs, you could keep going until you get to a point where it doesn't feel comfortable anymore. You can bring those combinations when you have them to the show. We'll vote on them, but just go straight from the top. Wide receiver, boom, boom, boom. Running back, you could go straight from the top 2. JT and St. Brown, just start working your way down until you get to a point where you're like, okay, do I actually like this player better? But you might be able to give JT and St. Brown for an Etienne.
Okay.
And do you even want to do that? It's up to you. I'm just saying, like, you could.
Yeah,
you could just
I'm
go
rolling with CMC, Eckler, and Kenneth Walker. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't really have spots for another running back.
What about JT and Murray for Josh Allen? You know, Josh Allen's going to bounce back. I have no doubt about Josh Allen bouncing back. I think maybe Josh Allen's vulnerable. The Josh Allen owner might be like, look, what's Josh Allen doing for me? And I can maybe bank on JT. Sure. Trade JT and Murray for Josh Allen, then walk straight to the bank, bro. League safe. You show them that lineup on a piece of paper against the glass. You knock on it. League safe. Show them that paper on the glass. They'll let you in the back. They might let you fill up a duffel bag and say, go ahead and take an IOU in advance, bro. Josh Allen, Eckler, Lamb, St. Brown, Walker, Kelsey, CMC. You got to be out of your mind. Champion.
Yeah, I have a league leading 8 trades, so I'll try to see if I can finesse one more out to get me to that championship.
All right, bro. Appreciate you.
All right, thank you.
Later. All right, you're up. You're next. Who am I talking to?
You're talking to Slayer up here in Alaska.
Slayer, what's up, Slayer? You slaying the super chats,
Smitty?
bro.
We just upset this week, and we just upset the number one person in my division. We beat him with Kenny Walker and Etienne. Let's go.
Let's go. Thanks for all the super chats. Slayer to the moon. What can I do for you, Slayer?
Man, look, Smitty to the moon. Smitty to the moon.
Thank you.
We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him, Smitty. We're
are.
gonna get him 1 week at a time. And they're counting out JT. They're counting out Swift. JT and Swift running back 1 and 2 in week 11. Let's go.
Hey, you know what? I don't want anybody in here to be running their mouth about how JT can't do it or Swift can't do it, because you know what? Anybody can do it.
They're gonna do it.
Mixon proved today you can go from rags to riches in a millisecond. Not that Mixon was rags, but it happens. What have you done for me lately?
Any given Sunday, Smitty.
Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday.
Appreciate you,
Do we know what that means?
Yeah.
Do we know what that means? Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday,
Week
Monday,
11.
or Thursday.
Yep. Week 11. Look, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave, and I'll let you get your phone lines open.
Okay. Just don't
Week
drop
11,
don't drop bombs for my monetization. Okay, go ahead.
Swift and JT running back 1 and 2. Week 11. Let's go. I'm out of here.
Appreciate you.
Smitty.
Appreciate you, man. Show loves you back. Later. All right. Okay. Noah with the super chat. Herb, Mixon, Dion, Evans, Olave, Hill, Herbert, Pierce on the bench. Barely won. Okay, so Herb's a problem right now, but Mixon absolutely balled out. Dion crapped the bed. JT, this is good news for JT owners. Dion crapped the bed. They want him back. And if JT gets back, they're not putting Dion on the field. They're not like, oh, we got to keep Dion involved. Dion crapping the bed is good for JT. What's up, Ron Navy?
Hey, Willis is starting. Tannehill's out.
Yeah, I know.
So, super flex.
Yeah.
Would you take a chance on Willis or go with Dalton tomorrow night? Super flex.
I'm a gambling man, bro. I kind of feel like my motto oftentimes is I'm a year early or I'm a game early. Like, that's a lot of times the way I roll. Everybody knows that about me. I sometimes will whiff big on a call and it's the next year or it's the next game. So part of me wants to say Malik Willis so badly. But I think Dalton's safer. But I mean, if you need to go with the home run, swing, bro.
Yeah, I gotta make the choice before the game starts.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously, but if you like home run swings, I mean, Malik could crap the bed. Last week he did nothing, absolutely nothing. He got like what?
Oh. What's the chat say?
Dalton easy. Can I get a vote for Ron Navy on this one? Does anybody want to roll the dice on Malik? You know what you're suffering from right now, and I don't blame you because like part of me wants to roll the dice. I think I would go Dalton for safety, but part of me wants to roll the dice because you want to watch him play right now. You fall victim to that. You're like, oh, but he's playing right now. Yeah. It's always 80% of the time a very bad idea to be like, he's playing right now. I could watch. This is what Thursday night. People fall victim to Thursday night games all the time because it's on. It's on. I can watch it.
Yeah.
Dalton. Nah. One Malik vote. Dalton.
I'll go with Dalton.
Dalton. I'd go Dalton.
That I had, but I was thinking, all right, maybe since last week they didn't give Malik a lot of chances. Maybe this week they open him up because of Mahomes playing Kansas City.
I'll tell you, I'll be rooting for Malik tonight. I just want him to succeed, and I really do like him. But it will be very, very interesting to see what happens. Let's see. My boy Matthew Berry's giving his vote right now for who he sees is going to win this game. I'm sure he's going KC, but let's see. He says KC. So far, their KC is straight across the board. Boy, man, what a week! What a week! Joseph Mixon, 153, 4 TDs on the ground. What a day! What a day!
Yeah. Heck of a day.
Yeah.
Heck of a day. They just Walker getting that bullying in for that second touchdown was awesome in the Seattle game.
Yep. Yes,
that was awesome.
Yes, sir. We're gonna end this stream here in a minute and watch the game. But real quickly, let me get this super chat out of the way. So Herbert, Mixon, Dion, Evans, Olave, Hill, Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill's phenomenal, bro. Olave's phenomenal. Mixon's doing amazing. That's great. You did good. Would I maybe sell high on Mixon, given your team, your makeup? You've got Mixon and Hill and Olave, and that's pretty much it, I think. Because if that's Alec Pierce. I don't know if that's Alec Pierce or Damian Pierce. If it's Damian Pierce, maybe you just stand pat and stand down. But if you own Mixon and you don't have a winning team, you only have one move to make. You can relish in it, bask in it, whatever. But then you got to make a move. You got to sell high. If you can't win with Mixon, you have to use it to your advantage. You're getting all the points. No one's taking away your 5 tutties. You get to take that with you. But you must look at trading. If that's Alec Pierce, you need to make a trade, and you need to sell him for 2 players, and you could go get a Josh Allen and another player with Josh Allen. You could go get probably what running backs are good buy lows right now? Ron?
Running backs?
Yeah, what running backs would you recommend buying low right now? I kind of feel like maybe man, there's not a lot, Ron. It's like if you want to take a gamble on a JT because you're a losing team, or Ramondre Stevenson, who had kind of a down week for the most part. He scored, but man, that's it. There's not a lot of buy low running backs. Everybody else is kind of balling, and they're at a level that you can't really buy low. I mean, I'm talking straight down the top.
You could maybe after today with Fields having taken all the rushing yardage. Herbert and Montgomery didn't get anything, really, so maybe some people might be down low on them.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the only buy lows will be on the wide receiver and quarterback side. And Andrews. I still buy Andrews low. I think those are going to be my buy lows. There's going to be very few running back buy lows. It'll probably be Ramondre Stevenson. It may be... Yeah, that's pretty much it. Looking at the list, I mean, everybody else is popping off, or they're not undervalued by any means. So we'll have to play it by ear, but for now, and we still got some games to go. We got 2 games to go.
What Jacobs do today?
Jacobs. Let's pull up. I don't think he had a baller day, but he kind of got overshadowed. Maybe he had a better day than we think. Jacobs had box score, 17 carries, 67 yards, 3 catches, 20 yards. So not a great day. He could be a buy low.
Maybe you can get somebody.
Yeah, I'm just I was kind of in the sell high mode when he was going off. So I don't know. Yeah. I don't know that I'd be buying him in any kind of crazy fashion. But yeah, I mean, so the buy lows for me are going to be initially. This is just off the cuff here. I would say it's going to be, Mark Andrews. It's going to be players like wide receiver wise, Jamar Chase still is a buy low. Some people may have waited on him, and you might think, why would they trade him now? Well, he's still going into a bye week, and if you look at the makeup of the team that has Jamar Chase and you look at their record, they might have tried to wait it out, but now they're like, I got to trade him. So don't think you can't buy him low. T. Higgins going into a bye. You could probably buy low on Olave right now, who I think is going to explode going forward. I still love St. Brown buying low. Again, Andrews, like I said. And I think, Josh Allen. Those are probably my early buy low candidates for the coming week. But we'll dig into it. I'm sure there's more that I need to look at and tackle.
Avatar put in there Miles Sanders.
Yeah, Miles Sanders, definitely. Definitely got to look at. I don't know how much I would pay, but he's doing well. He's doing really well. Mixon, where's Mixon rank going forward for you? Is he like top 12, top 10, top 8?
I think I'd be concerned. I think he's probably top 12, easy top 12.
Yeah, it's so crazy how one.
But like I said, he smashed it this week, but he's been kind of where has he been all the other weeks?
Yeah.
So
it's
straight back to where he was before next week. Well, they got to buy. But
yeah, important not to overreact, but also important to make sure you're adjusting and adapting and not hanging on to your old, I'm going to stick to my guns, and, this player's not going to do well because I predicted him not to do well. Like, that's one thing over the years I've learned to do, and I think I'm pretty good at it. I know a lot of people think I do dig my heels in sometimes, but I truly believe in those instances I really am predicting a comeback, and I'm liking the buy low scenario. It's not me trying to say, just because I said Clyde was going to be good, I'm going to stick to it. I'm able to adjust and adapt. I think it's a real important thing to work on for fantasy owners. If you can master that, you can really, really up your game. All right, Ron, I got to jump because this game's about to start. Appreciate you calling in. Anything else before you jump?
No. I'm just saying, don't chase the points for this week, next week. We've all done it. So
yep,
consistency, that's what we're looking for.
All right,
Have
Ron.
a good one. Enjoy the game.
Later. Appreciate you. Okay, phone lines are closed. Let me answer these super chats, and we're going to jump in and watch the game. So appreciate everybody in here. Please hit that thumb up button. We only have 120 thumbs up. 343 of you are in here. Emergency flex, Callaway, Landry, Tony. I don't know, bro. This is really bad. Is Landry even playing? If he's playing, I guess Landry is. I don't even know if he's playing. But that's really, really bad options. That's crazy. How did it come to that? Emergency what? What happened? Landry. I don't know if is Landry set to play? Landry is questionable, so we don't even know. You're going to have to wait until game time on that, but that's really, really, really rough. How did that come about? Drop Wan'Dale Robinson for Pacheco or Duvernay. I'd honestly rather have the upside of Pacheco. So yes, I would do that because, we'll see what happens tonight, but I think they game planned around him. Any updates on Aaron Jones? Not yet. I will keep you posted on Aaron Jones as soon as I know anything tangible. Let me look it up real quickly and let you know. There's a lot of people that are in the speculation business about it, but until we see something tangible about it, I'm going to say hold off on. He had a noticeable limp and grimace, same information. Spotted in a protective boot. Doesn't always mean that he's not playing. Sometimes they do that just to stave off any of it getting worse. 6-2, Mahomes, Henry, Kenyon, Lamb, Higgins, Waller. Offered Olave for Higgins and B-Rob and or Henry for Mixon and Hollywood Brown. Don't trade Henry for Mixon off of this week, bro. That's what Ron Navy just said. Don't chase the points. I'd rather have Henry than Mixon. But if you got something in addition, Hollywood Brown's not additional to me right now. Olave for Higgins, I'd rather have Olave, Jay. So I would say stand down on both of those counts. Another $20 hauler from Slayer.
Mashed potatoes!
Slayer, unbelievable, bro. Swift and JT, running back 1 and 2 in week 11, says Slayer. You heard it from Slayer. Dropped a plethora of $20 super chats to prove that he's correct, and it is documented. Slayer, you have a whole live stream, this entire live stream. Make sure you remember it's the one with all three of these running backs, Mixon, Etienne, and Walker, where you've triple stamped your double stamp on that you believe JT and Swift will be running back 1 and 2 in week number 11. You heard it from Slayer. He hammered home the point. He hammered home the point. I will see you all potentially later for a Q&A. Go enjoy the game. Go enjoy the game. And on that note, I'm going to leave you with a little shot of the Moon Men.
The Moon Men dropping loads in outer space.
Space Monsters.
Oh, real quickly, hit that thumb up button on your way out the door, please. Your boy Smitty's live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday. I'm also live whenever news breaks, and I'm live Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday at roughly midnight Eastern, and then I go live here on Sundays, Sunday mornings, sometimes Sunday evenings. I do it live all the time. All the time. Nobody goes live more than me. Nobody. I work for you. See you all later. Enjoy the game. One last thing, I'm sorry, if you did not get access to the YouTube exclusive membership yet, which is the Zoom calls that we do. We're going on at halftime. We're going live on Zoom at halftime of the games. Make sure I'm going to pin this right now. Make sure you get your $9.99 a month YouTube exclusive membership. It gives you all the emojis, the green name. Please understand that you can cancel anytime, so try it out. 2 Zoom calls a day, one at halftime of the morning games, 1 Zoom call at halftime of this evening game every Sunday. We're about to go live at halftime. We discuss the buy lows. We just talk. You can turn your mic off, your cam off. You can just listen. But that link is pinned. And Ron Navy dropping a $20 moon hauler. Ron Navy to the moon. I'll see you all on the Zoom call. You know who you are. People are getting burrowed left and right, and people are going to remember it.